Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Roar. Today is Monday, the 13th of May. It's the day after Mother's Day. And the topic I was thinking about today, and it's really been something that's been on my mind a lot lately, is the idea of change and consistency. And both are very important, and yet they sound like they're diabolically opposed to each other, that you can't have one without the other. It's so important that we're open to change, and yet we're still supposed to be consistent. And I don't know, some people say, well, we can't be both. We can't be both able to change and also able to be consistent all the time. Well, I disagree. I think what we do is we have to change according to what goes around us, but we've got to be consistent with following what our purpose and our vision and what we really want in life and really want to achieve is. But the changes are going to happen the way we do things. One of the things when I talk with other business people, and especially if I'm like visiting a facility, a plant or something, and I ask somebody, well, why do you do it that way? Well, they say, oh, that's the way we've always done it. And I'm always wondering, is that the best reason that you have, is because that's the way you've always done it? Is there perhaps a better way to do it? Have you looked into anything other way to do it? We've got to be able to be able to adapt to things that are different. Just think about it. I remember in the late 70s, there was a time when making long distance calls was an expensive endeavor. And I can remember I was living north of Richmond, Virginia, and I was dating a girl who lived south of Richmond, Virginia. And even though we were in the same area code, it was still a long distance call, and you had to be careful about how long you talked because it was going to cost you a lot of money. So it was a factor. That was a factor we always had to put into things, was how long the calls were going to be, because they always cost money. And then now, with our cell phones, we can talk to people anywhere, and there's no long distance charges on it. Of course, we're paying our higher fees for our phone call, all our phone calls, but there's not the hassle of wondering, well, gee, I better hurry up and get done with it because it's going to cost me too much money. But that's just one of the very, very hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of changes that have gone on that have affected the way we think and the way we do things. But that doesn't change the way that we look at going forward towards our own purpose and our own vision, aligning ourselves with our purpose, aligning ourselves with what we really want to do. And that is something we need to be consistent with. You have to be consistent in your behavior. We can't say one thing and do another. That's consistency. You can't change in that way, but you should change when things need to be changed to be able to operate better and to be able to facilitate you getting your things done. So think about those two words, change and consistency. They work together. I guess it's kind of like with a car, you have your shock absorbers and your stabilizer bars. And they seem to do just the opposite function, but they work together, just like change and consistency. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you next Monday.